Okay, good morning. This is Nicole Whitlock with Ecom Sellers. This is the daily ecom planning session. And my passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey, helping them to get organized, get focused, get consistent in their business. If that's you, you can definitely schedule a free 20-minute coaching session with me. So today's topic is the types of goals that you can set. And we're going to be going through a list. There's more than these types of goals, but these are some to think about. And then after we go through the list, we'll go through the daily ecom planning session. So again, you're welcome to join us. The way that you can participate in the daily ecom planning session or follow along is you can go to our e-commerce planning Facebook group, go to the files section, and you can download the monthly, weekly, and daily planning checklist. So go to the files section and you can download it from there. They're downloadable PDFs. In addition to that, wanted you to know we're live on Clubhouse. We're also live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. And so that way you will be able to catch us on either place. So we're going to go ahead and get into the different types of goals that you can set. So on a weekly basis, we talk about a couple of different goal methods and techniques when we go through the weekly planning session. We talk about mini goals. We talk about time blocking, which is really a method of time management. It's not really a goal method. We talk about SMART goals. And so today we're going to go through a list. We're going to go through smarter goals and what that means, hard goals, WHOOP goals, OKR goals, micro goals, backwards goals, value based goals, LOCK, and Latham goal strategy, goal setting strategy. One word, not one word, goals and visual goals. So we're going to go through what those goals are and what they mean. So to get us started on this journey of talking about the goals, the first one is smarter goals. So smarter goals are, if you've already heard of SMART goals, this is a goal that is specific, it is measurable, it has to be able to be measured, it's attainable or achievable, either one of those two. It's relevant or realistic. It is timely or time bound. And so that is the SMART. But the E and the R is that you can evaluate it, check where you are on a regular basis. So check every 2 weeks to ensure that you're making progress on that goal. And you can readjust it. So you prepare to make adjustment changes to the goal. And so that is a smarter goal where you can see where you are and you can make adjustments as you go along. That is a smarter goal. Now, hard goals are goals that are heartfelt. If you want to learn a new skill, and work on developing something, connect with pride. So it's a heartfelt goal. That's the H. Animated. You visualize what achieving the goal will look like or what it'll feel like and incorporate that. Required, and that's where, if possible, you connect your goal to something that's necessary for you to do. And difficult. You set the goal with the challenge, and you want to make sure that the goals that you do set are also helping you to grow and to stretch. And that's the reason why making sure that there's some level of difficulty, that it's not just something you just brush through. So that is a hard goal. A hard goal is something that's heartfelt, animated, required, and difficult. Okay. Heartfelt, something that you can, a new skill that you want to learn or something you want to take pride in. Animated, something you want to visualize, achieving what that feels like, what that looks like. Required means it's connected to something you must do. And difficult, which means there's some challenges to it. A WHOOP goal, WOOP, is a goal where you make sure your wish is exciting for you. So WHOOP is wish, outcome, obstacles, and plan. So outcome is you imagine the best possible result of achieving your goal. Obstacle is you consider what might prevent you or slow you down from achieving the goal or from being successful. And plan is you find solutions to any obstacle that may interfere with your ability to achieve that goal. So, whoop, which is wish, make sure that it is something that's exciting for you. Outcome, which is the O, imagine the best possible result when working to achieve the goal. Obstacle, what's getting in your way, and plan, putting together um, putting together a goal or working towards the goal, putting together solutions so that they don't interfere. The next one is OKR goals. OKR goals are goals that stands for objectives, key, and results. So objectives, key, and results. And this type of goal is common for management who want to set goals that may affect the entire company. So in your business, I don't know if you have a big team, you have a small team, but setting out the objective that you're all working towards achieving, and then what's the key to getting those things done, and then the result that you're looking for. So if you have a larger team, this may be a goal setting method that works better for you. Then micro goals, in my mind, micro goals and mini goals are the same thing, but a micro goal is rather than setting one large goal that you set multiple smaller goals that can help you achieve the larger goal. So every day, the things that we do in our daily ecom planning sessions are sort of incremental goals, which can be considered micro goals. These are little things that you're working on every day to help you achieve your weekly goals, and then your weekly goals are attached to your monthly goal. So those are all sort of micro goals. I call them incremental goals, but they're micro goals because your small daily activity adds up to or affects your weekly objectives or goals, which affects the bigger goal that you defined when you did your monthly planning. So think about, the micro types of goals that you could set to help you achieve what it is where you want to be. Another example, like it could be considered a SMART goal or it could be considered a micro goal, is that if at the end of the month you want to create or you want to make sure that you've created 500 new listings, so you can reverse engineer that or break it down so that you know what your daily activity needs to be in order to achieve your weekly activity, in order to achieve your monthly activity. So 500 new listings, divide that by 4 weeks in the month. That's 125 listings a week. Divide that by the number of days that you're working in your business. So if you're working 5 days a week in your business, so you could do 25 new listings a day. And at the end of 5 days, you have 125 listings. So it just kind of breaking it down to make it something that you can achieve. And then backwards goals, I literally just went through backwards goals, is a type of goal setting technique that involves using your goal to help you decide what are the steps so that you can achieve the ultimate goal. When we do the monthly goals, we break down what we do each week, and then we break down what we do each day, which is what I just described. That is also another form of a backwards goal. So breaking it down into pieces that's achievable and attainable. Then we have, from backwards goals, value-based goals. These are goals that make it easier for you to achieve if they align with the values that are important to you. So, for example, the example that they give us is that if you keep arriving to work late, but you consider responsibility an important value, then you set a goal of arriving on time and remind yourself that doing this is essential. So, establishing those value-based goals, the things that you feel like are extremely important or who you want to see yourself to be or who you want to see your business to be. So if you take value in customer service, if that's a big part of what's important to you, then you'll make sure that you have value-based goals around really good customer service. Then you have the Lock and Latham principles of goal setting. This is a method that you can use to establish goals that you want to establish. So they are number one, clarity. Set clear goals that you can measure and understand. Number two is challenge. Make sure that your goal requires an effort to complete it. Number three is commitment. Find a goal that you want to accomplish. And then the more committed you are achieving that goal, the more likely that you will complete it. Number four is feedback. Check on your goal regularly to provide yourself ongoing feedback. So you can also ask someone else for their feedback if others are potentially impacted and or involved to see if they see, a change, an improvement, adjustment, whatever that goal happens to be. And then task complexity. So be sure that your goal isn't beyond your ability to complete. That is so important. I mean, if there's some things that you want to learn, if one of your goals is to develop a new skill and learn something, that's fine. And then once you've learned it, then you can make sure that it fits within the task complexity, what you can or what you are capable of doing. Otherwise, you can hire an outside resource to help you with achieving that ultimate goal. But those are the 5 principles of Lock and Latham. Then one word goals, not one word goals. One word goals are one word goals. It's a technique that emphasizes simplicity. Find one word that describes your goal and use that as your motivation. Okay. So for most of the time, for me, profit is the motivation. That's the one word goal. And everything I do is working towards making sure that I'm profitable or that I'm making a profit in my business. So, figure out one word if you want to keep it simplistic. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that there won't be other subtasks or activities that impact that one word goal. But you can start with that so that you know what you're focusing on and what the goal is. That may be your goal. Next year you may have a one word goal that you define. Visual goals. Visual goals, for some people, they find it easier to use a visual representation for their goals. So imagine what the goal looks like and then find pictures to represent it. Some may call this sort of looking at a vision board or having notes around your house to remind you of the goal that you're working towards, a visual representation of that. So those are the different types of goals. And hopefully you will use them to help you on your journey. I think that's all of them. Yep. Next one is time management. So I hope that you'll use them on your journey as an e-commerce seller. And also as you balance out some of the things that are happening in your life on a daily and a weekly and a monthly basis or an hourly basis. Use some of these techniques to help you to achieve or accomplish the goals that you set for yourself. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Get out of this. Go back to this. All right. So come back tomorrow as we continue to talk about, some of the things that are going to help you on your e-commerce journey, to help you to make better decisions, to help you to be more organized, to help you to be more consistent in your business. And share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about this series that we are covering over the next couple of days so that they can join in and maybe go back and listen to the previous sessions as well. So with that, we do invite you to turn up the dial on your business and get laser focused. You can do that by getting the Ultimate E-commerce Planner. The 2023 planner is available. You can go to myecomplanner.com. Again, myecomplanner.com to grab the 2023 planner. Again, it was created for sellers by sellers, and so it is the ultimate e-commerce planner to help you to make progress in your business. And you can schedule a free coaching session by going to ecomsellers.com, clicking on free resources, and scheduling your free 20-minute coaching session by going to the free resources under ecomsellers.com. In addition to that, we do invite you to get some support on your e-commerce journey. You can join eCom Sellers Academy. It is terribly affordable. It's $17.99 a month. You can grab the lifetime subscription, and if you grab the lifetime subscription, you'll have the opportunity to get a free 2023 eCom planner if you grab the lifetime subscription. So now we're getting ready to go through the daily ecom planning checklist. If you didn't already do so, go and download the daily ecom planning checklist from the e-commerce planning Facebook group. You can click on the files section and you can download e-commerce planning, the daily ecom planning checklist. Afterwards, let's talk about your business. Let's talk about where you are. Let's talk about what's happening, what's not happening. Let's talk about your journey. We can continue the conversation. We will continue to be live on Clubhouse. You can go to the eCom Sellers Club once you join Clubhouse, and we can continue that conversation. So let's chat about your business. Let's talk about where you are. All right, on the daily ecom planning checklist, there are 3 main components to it. It's what you do today, what you do the night before, really. So what you do the night before, what you do today, and some advanced planning. So everything that we do and the objective of daily planning is to be intentional and to be consistent. That's the goal. So the night before, we encourage you to invest anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. And there's 4 things that we encourage you to do. Number 1 is to review or assess your day. What did you get complete? What did you not complete? What did you accomplish? What did you not accomplish? What are the things that you need to carry forward to tomorrow or to next week or to next month? So go through and review or rate or give your day a score. How did you do? Assess your day. And what kind of progress did you make? What did you not make? Number 2 is before you go to bed, update your daily tracking stats. So you want to go and update your stats there. The daily tracking stats are available inside your My eCom planner. So if you don't have a My eCom planner, you can write down what you perceive the top income producing activities that you need to be doing in your business. So what are those things that you feel like these are the things I want to track on a regular basis? By tracking these, this will definitely impact my performance, motivate me, and impact my bottom line. So what are those income producing, income retaining, or income generating activities that you can be doing to, that you can be tracking to be able to help your business long term? Number 3 is to review your personal or business or weekly, your work online calendar. So if you have a job, go and look at your work online calendar. What's on the agenda for today? I'm sure most of us keep like our own personal Gmail account, or maybe you have Outlook or some other calendar type of tool. If you have an iPhone, you may be using the calendar over there. So if you have an online calendar, go and look at it. What's on the agenda? What are the things that you wrote down? Maybe you have nothing there. Maybe you have a couple of things there. Doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, go get the oil changed on the car because you're doing a road trip for Christmas.
Is there something else I can help with?
Siri is talking to us right now. And all of those things. So go and take a, look at your online calendar and see what you need to do and what's coming up today or, tomorrow, because you're doing this the night before. And then last but not least, go ahead and build your draft schedule for tomorrow. If you didn't already build it earlier in the day, if you did build it earlier in the day, then go through and review it and read it to yourself so that as you sleep tonight, your subconscious mind can be thinking about this schedule that you're working to follow for tomorrow. So go and read it to yourself. If you need to rewrite it, rewrite it. If you didn't write it at all, then build it. Now, the one thing I do want to encourage you to do is be as inclusive as possible. Incorporate what you do in a day. Now, there's a couple of different thoughts about this. One is that writing down every single thing you do in a day it's counterproductive. And for some people, it might be. If you're a person that's already organized, you already have established routines, you already have something that you're following, and you're very, very, very consistent about it, and you're very organized, then writing down everything you do in a day may not be necessary for you. But for other people who are just trying to get on the organization train, they're trying to regain control of the time that they're losing, or the time that they're wasting, or being more accountable to themselves as their own accountability partner, then making sure that you account for what am I supposed to be doing today, not just in my business, but also in my life. If you're a person that feels like you spend a lot of your time reacting to things because it's always a surprise, you're caught off guard, you forgot about it, then building a more detailed schedule may actually be something that will help you. So you need to decide and be honest with yourself Where are you in this journey? If you're a person that has some really good, tight, button down routines, then building your top 5 list of the things that you're going to focus on tomorrow may make more sense. But if you're a person that is struggling to figure out where you're blowing time, wasting time, struggling to get organized, struggling to be consistent, then writing this schedule consistently over time, the daily schedule for each day of the week, will actually help you get more organized over time. If you go through the exercise every single day, you'll find that your productivity will increase, your focus will increase, you'll gain more momentum in your business and also in your personal life. So build a schedule that's inclusive of all the hours in the day that you're awake. And God gives us 24 hours in the day. Of those 24, 16 to 18 of those hours, we're awake. So what are you doing with that time? And are you that person that really needs to regain control of where you're wasting time? Because sometimes we waste a lot of time. Time is something we will never, ever, ever get back. Once we've wasted it, we don't get it back. Can't go back in time. So invest your time wisely in the things that are definitely going to impact your business, impact your life, impact your bottom line. Okay? So now that we've kind of gone through and we've gone through those 4 steps for the night before, now let's talk about the morning of. On the morning of, the first thing that we're going to do, there's 5 things that we're going to do. One, we're going to re-review or reassess our schedule that we actually executed yesterday. The reason we're doing that is because our goal is to get better at creating a better schedule for the future. So if you're working on building a better schedule for the future, you have to have some lessons learned. You have to document where you went off the rails or what were the extra things that got added to your day that were completely unexpected. I'm not saying the unexpected is always going to show up, but sometimes as you go through and you kind of review yesterday after you've gone to sleep and you woke up, you kind of catch those things that you may have missed throughout the day that were extras or that just you dropped the ball on, so that way you can build a better schedule in the future. Your goal is to get better at creating a better schedule for every single day. Something that's more realistic, something you can follow, something that you can be consistent about, and something you can be proud about achieving. So go back and re-review your day so that you have those opportunities for those lessons learned and you pick up anything else that you missed. Again, you may be able to see a pattern over time that, hey, this is always happening every Monday and I just never really noticed it. Or maybe it's always happening the first Monday of every month and I just really never noticed it before until now. Number 2 is to review or update your weekly priorities. This is the first full week in December. What were the priorities for the first full week in December? What are the things that you needed to get done? What are the things that are most important in your business and in your personal life? Because some of your weekly priorities are personal. And what are the habits that you're working to build in the month of December? And how are you doing towards those habits? Number 3, glance at your monthly checklist. So your monthly goals that you built, your monthly plan, your monthly schedule, what were those monthly goals that you're working towards? These are monthly goals that we break down and we say, okay, for the month of December, here's all the goals that we've established. And we break those goals down potentially into these are the things that we're working on each week towards those goals sometimes. So where are you in that journey on the goals that you were planning to establish for the month of December? Number 4 is to review or rewrite today's schedule. So now that you've kind of decided which way you're going down this journey, do you need to rewrite the schedule or do you feel like you're good? If you need to rewrite it, go ahead and make adjustments to the schedule so that you are working towards in micro doses towards the bigger goal. That's the month of December goals. Make sure you have identified at least one main thing. So if nothing goes right today, what is the one main thing that you need to get done today, no matter what? It could be business, it can be personal. It does not always have to be business. Sometimes there's personal things in our lives that once we get those things knocked off our list, it actually improves our mood, improves our day, it reduces our stress level. All of those things matter. Because if you're very, very, very stressed out, there's no way that you're going to be able to focus when you're working. And then number 5 is to write down or do an outline of tomorrow's schedule, your agenda, your plan, and what's the main thing if nothing else goes right. And then last but not least is thinking ahead. What are those things that are coming up that can disrupt your routine interrupt the pattern that you're working to establish. Make a note of those things, the things that are coming up that may impact you. They could be things that are impacting you for a day or maybe two. And then there are things that may impact you for a longer period of time. Something that's going to impact you for a week or a couple of weeks. So, what are those goals that you're working to, or the activities you want to make sure you continue to work on while this is happening? Those advanced things that are happening. If you have family members that are coming in for a week, for the week of Christmas, and you know that you spend the week of Christmas doing X, Y, Z. Maybe you spend family time that week, or maybe you are ordering all of your inventory for January, February, and March, yeah, and maybe even April in the week of Christmas. And again, you need to make adjustments to your schedule. Maybe order some of those things early if you have family members that are coming in for a week. If you know that you're having surgery at the end of the year, then again, you make some adjustments so that you're prepared to be able to continue working in your business, and you can sustain the momentum that you've built, maintain or sustain the momentum that you're building in your business. So create a plan to deal with those disruptions, those interruptions, or the things that are going to impact your schedule, your routine, or your life that you envision for yourself and your business. So with that, I hope this is helpful for you. I hope that you use this to help you on your daily journey and also in your business. My name is Nicole Whitlock. This is the daily ecom planning session. Today we went over the types of goals. So go back and listen to that. And my hope, my prayer, my wish for you is that you have an amazingly, focused, highly productive, and very profitable day. And with that, we're going to say goodbye for now. We are still live on Clubhouse, so you can join us over there if you want to continue the conversation.